Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? In this lesson, we are going to study Unit 11, Lesson 9 on workbook, page number 8081. As you know, that the main topic of Unit 11, the planet in danger, here we are going to read an open letter about the extinction of some species and how we should protect them. Then we are going to uh, discuss the causes, the reasons, and the effects, and suggest some solutions for this problem. And we are going to write a similar open letter for a magazine or a newspaper. I'd like to remind you of the educational value, good exemplar, and good company. This is the educational value for the month of May. Indeed, in the Messenger of Allah, Muhammad, you have a good example to follow and good company. You should have good friends who can support you, who can lift you higher. Yesterday, I asked you to write some notes before writing an open letter, and two of your friends in this class have written some notes. Here, I'd like to thank Ayub and Ilari Ayub bin Farid and Ilari Hani for writing these good points. They have mentioned here a local issue. Larry mentioned that he's worried about having so many stray cats wandering in the streets, and he suggests that the wildlife should send cars to collect them, and they can cure them or trade them, and they can offer them for adoption, and he should raise people's awareness by collecting these cats and to have a healthy life. Ayub bin Farid mentioned an international issue, which is global warming, and he suggests to solve this problem by reducing the usage of private cars and suggest using public means of transport. Thank you, Ayub. And another friend, Muhammad Majdi, in 11.2, he suggests what he talks about the problem of air pollution, and he said that it's the main cause of global warming and desertification. He suggests that we should reduce using our cars and use public means of transport, as you mentioned. So one of the topics that face our planet is endangered species. Here, the causes, the destruction of their habitat and illegal hunting and the climate change. So these are the main causes of the extinction of animals. And the consequences or the bad effects disturbing the ecological balance, and it has negative effects on the food chain. So these are the causes and effects, and we suggest some solutions. We can build nature reserves or game parks for these wild animals or rare animals. We should set strict rules to ban hunting and punish people who hunt them. Okay, let's move to a simple exercise. We are going to translate into English from Arabic. Read the sentence, please, and give me a good translation in English. Note the difference between the two languages. You should start with a noun, not a verb, in an English sentence. Read and translate. Raise your hand, please. Okay, let's choose a name. Who's going to translate? Yes, Ahmed Said Muhammad Ali.
أيوة أستاذ.
Yes, Ahmed.
There are many reasons
Yes.
uh, that lead to uh,
Yes.
extinction of some animal.
Very good. Thank you. So we can say there are many reasons which cause the extinction of some kinds of animals or which lead to the extinction of certain species. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed. Let's see the second sentence. Ahmed Muhammad Al Hamid. Yes.
Yes, teacher. In fact, that's right. And it's important destroyed national.
It's important to destroy. It's important to destroy. How? How it's important?
مكتوب تدمير يا أستاذ.
Yes, but here and we are not talking about the importance. We are talking about these are the reasons which are important. So some of the most important reasons for the destruction of.
That's true. Among that's most important of this reason is the destruction of national habitat in
Yes,
which they live,
in which they live or
as
where
well
they live.
as
Yes, good.
the
Yes,
illegal heavy fishing and environmental pollution.
not fishing, not fishing, hunting. Here we are talking about animals, not fish. Illegal hunting or poaching. Yes, and
Uh, and environmental pollution.
and environmental pollution. Very good. Thank you so much. So we can say, that's right. The most important reasons are the destruction of the natural habitat of these animals, the illegal hunting or poaching, and environmental pollution. Thanks so much. Now, what are you going to do? Please open your workbook, page number 8081. Here, you are going to read an open letter. This letter is written by members of the Oranaton Protection Society, جمعية لحماية الحيوانات الأورانتون إنسان الغابة. And this letter is written to the editor of Today magazine. But
السلام
this
عليكم.
letter, excellent. Yes. This letter is not in the right order. You are going to rearrange. You are going to rearrange these 5 paragraphs. By writing what? By writing the numbers from 1 to 5. Please read the letter, and rearrange these 5 paragraphs to have sense or to make it sensible or to make it understandable. So rearrange these paragraphs. You've got 3 minutes to read and rearrange. Abdurrahman Muhammad Subhi. Yes, number 1.
We would like to ask your teacher to think about how they can help to save the orangutans.
Okay, Abdurrahman, do you think that you start the letter with we would like to ask your readers to think here, or this
yes,
letter is to? This letter is to
this
everyone.
letter.
So this letter, yes, read it, Abdurrahman.
This letter is to everyone who is worried about animals in the world which are
Wild,
in danger of
yes.
extinction.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. Okay, second one. Yes, Ahmed Said Dasuqi.
The paragraph 5.
Yes, go on.
We would like to ask. We would like to ask your readers to think about how they can help to save the orangutans of Borneo and
Sumatra. Borneo and Sumatra.
Borneo and Sumatra. At the comment, there are 20,000, but this number is
yes, decreasing
rapidly. Here are a few
suggestions
for ways in which people can help.
Thank you. So this is number 2. Here, how can we help? How can people help in protecting these endangered animals? Yes, let's see, Khalid Walid.
It's paragraph number 3.
Read it, please.
The simplest thing to do would be to collect money to send to the one of the centers which protect these amazing animals and help to keep them in the wild.
Thank you so much. Okay, Karim Wa'il. Yes, Karim, number 4.
number 4. Dear sir, we are very
dear sir,
grateful.
this is the beginning. Yes, we are very grateful. Or but
to
the
your
most important.
أقرأ أستاذ من فين تاني؟
You are going to arrange, Karim, pay attention. You are going to arrange. What's number 4? Which paragraph is number 4, Karim?
We are very grateful.
Thank you so much. No. Muhammad Tamer. Muhammad Tamer. Yes, Muhammad Tamer. Muhammad Ahmad Ramadan.
Says number 4.
Yes, number 4.
We would like اللي هي آخر واحدة أستاذ تحت.
No, this is number 2. Abdurrahman, yes, Zayyad. Thank you. Thank you, Muhammad Tamer.
حضرتك يا أستاذ أنا فاتح باللابتوب بس المايك بيعلق فدخلت من التليفون.
I can hear your voice now, Muhammad. Okay?
تمام.
But you shouldn't use 2 mics because there's an echo here. Thank you. Zayyad, Abdurrahman.
Dear sir.
No, dear sir is the beginning. Here, which is paragraph number 4, please? Nashar.
We are very grateful to
no,
you.
this is number 5. Thank you. So number 4, we are very grateful. No, I think it's but the most important way they could help would be to tell everyone they know about the situation of the orangutans and how their forest habitats are being destroyed. So I think this is not the right order. We are very grateful to you for bringing this problem to the attention of your readers. I think this would be 5. So the right answer, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. We are very grateful should be at the last paragraph. Okay, but the most important way they could help would be to tell everyone they know about the situation of the orangutans and how their forest habitats are being destroyed. This is number 4. Okay. Now, after reading the paragraphs in the correct order, which paragraph describes the decline of the orangutans? Which paragraphs tell us about the decrease of the number of these animals? Hilary. Ahmed Yasser.
Yes, teacher. Paragraph 1.
Paragraph 1? No, paragraph number 2. Here, back. We would like to ask you readers to think about how they can help to save the orangutans of Borneo and Sumatra. At the moment, there are 20,000, but the number is decreasing. So after correcting these numbers, you have to correct also the next number here. So number 2, it talks about the decrease of the number of the orangutans. And which paragraph says who the letter is intended for? Safe. Yes, safe. Dean. Thank you, Ahmed.
هو معاك يا أستاذ. باراجراف 1.
Paragraph 1. This letter is intended for. Yes, good. Which paragraph suggests something that would be simple for people to do to help? Thank you. Let's see another one. Yes, Subhi. Hamid. Yes, Subhi.
3. I think
paragraph
it's
number 3. I agree with you. Yes. Which paragraph thanks the editor of Today magazine? Which paragraph thanks the editor of Today magazine? Let's see. Karim Wael.
أيوة أستاذ.
Yes, Karim.
Thanks
the editor.
the editor of Today magazine.
Yes, this is number 4, but I think
4.
we should write number 4. Oh, but we should write number 5. As we mentioned here, we are very grateful. We are very grateful, so we have to mention this 5. We are very grateful to you for bringing this problem. This is number 5. Okay? So this is number 5. The last one, which suggests the best thing people could do to help, and this number, the opposite is 4. So the right answer, so let's change it to 1354. 21354, not 45. Okay. Next exercise. What are you going to do? Write your own open letter asking people for donations to help a local organization to protect wildlife in Kuwait. Donations, تبرعات. هنكتب رسالة for a magazine or a newspaper so that many people can read it. You are asking people for donations to give money to help a local organization to protect wildlife in Kuwait. تطلب الناس تبرع لمنظمة خيرية مع هيئة محلية لحماية الحياة البرية في الكويت داخل الكويت inside الكويت. Justify the need and the importance of it. لازم تكتب في الموضوع تبرهن الحاجة وأهمية التبرع. Why should people donate to protect these wild animals? Use a letter from the Orangutan Protection Society as a model, replacing the underlined parts of the letter with your own ideas. استخدم الرسالة اللي انت شفتها من شوية عن مع استبدال كلمات الأجزاء اللي تحتها خط. يعني لما ترجع تاني الصفحة هتلاقي إن في عبارات موجود تحتها خط هنا. We are very grateful to you for bringing this problem. You are going to underline or replace these underlined parts with your own ideas. So you are going to change these. And then what are you going to do? Make sure you expand on the original letter. اجعل الرسالة ممتدة بكمل الرسالة الأصلية. Okay, let's see here an example for some students has written here in 11.2, I think. Here, the first period here, Karim and Yusuf mentioned here. Karim Ahmed mentioned I'm writing this letter to everyone who wants to donate to help a local organization. We should all do our best to save the wildlife. If we don't save wildlife, many animals will die. The simple thing to do would be to donate money, a spelling mistake, to protect wildlife in Kuwait. As we know, you are good people and you always ready to help. So these are what some examples for Kareem's ideas. And let's see, Yusuf here, Yusuf Sayed has written, this letter is for everyone who is worried about the destruction of wildlife in Kuwait. I'm writing this letter for the editor of the Kuwait magazines. Nowadays, many wild animals are in danger of extinction. We should be one hand and cooperate or be cooperative and help this local organization to help these animals from extinction or to stop them from being extinct. We can also present our donations to put protectors for these animals and help. I thank you all for paying your attention for this important advice. I'm giving you 3 minutes to write similar notes. You can write some notes, write short sentences asking people for donations. Before writing the open letter, write some notes. Okay, give me your ideas. You can write on the channel of 11.1 and 11.4. Okay, I'm waiting for your ideas on your classes. Let's go to 11.1 and 11.4. Start writing now. Then I'll ask you to read your ideas. Ready? Are you ready, Larry, to present your ideas concerning this topic?
I was just about to ask teacher, should we just replace the sentences or write it all the way?
It's like a model. It's up to you. You can use your own ideas, but here you can replace these parts with your own ideas. But stick to the main topic. You are asking people for donations, and you give reasons why should they donate some of their money, showing the importance of protecting wild animals in Kuwait, wild birds, birds which are becoming extinct or rare. So you have to mention the reason why should they donate with some of their money to keep the balance of ecosystem or because it's part of our heritage. So wildlife means we can mean birds, animals, or plants. Abdurrahman Jamal, are you ready? Radwan?
I'm writing now.
Subhi? Okay. Khalid Walid, ready or not? Okay, you can
no, not
write.
yet, teacher.
Okay, you can lower your hand. You can write some of your ideas on the channel. We can see it in front of the class. I'd like to show you a model of an open letter or a short paragraph asking people for donations. You can have a look at this and you can add more. The editor of Al Watan magazine. We would like to invite your readers to donate for our organization. to help in protecting the Gulf Coast in Salwa region. So he mentioned what the place, the exact place. At the moment, there is a lot of pollution that can threaten the Gulf and the health of the people living there. It has a negative effect on the life of fish and sea animals. So he's talking about what? Water pollution, and he suggests people to donate some of their money. Here, dear donors, as we know you are good people and you're always ready to help creature with problems, we are writing to tell you about a human problem. Many animals are in danger as well as plants. We should all do our best to save the wildlife. It's our duty to do so. It's very important to save the wildlife. If we don't save wildlife, many animals will die and others will die out. Die to moot, die out and current. Also, many trees will die, and one day we may get in many problems as a result of that. Okay, let's see. Has anybody written something on the channel? Okay, here some people are for spending money on protecting these animals, and some people are against. We can show this topic in a different way. Here, I am for spending some money on saving endangered species, but not too much. Preserving endangered species is not an entirely costly business, but may be a profitable action for mankind. Someone may argue that it's not the moral duty of man to protect them. I believe that saving them will put an end to man's problems on planet Earth in the long run. People who suffer from famines, diseases, and natural disasters will find their refuge in nature around them. Almost 20 out of 80,000 species of edible plants produce 90% of the world's food. The shark, for instance, is one of the endangered species. Nevertheless, according to recent scientific researches, the brain of a shark may help man cure some mental diseases. And the venom of snakes or the poison of snakes has also been researched in medical fields. If we have not yet found a use for some species, this doesn't mean that they are useless. Insects, for example, were discovered to benefit agriculture. Protecting and conserving endangered species has not become a luxury. It has a great value for human activities such as education, recreation, and the most important thing is that it balances the biological chain or the ecological chain, which is important for our ecosystem. There are some reasons for spending more money to protect endangered species. دي الأفكار ممكن تساعدك في كتابة موضوع، يعني ممكن تاخد أفكار منها، مش شرط تكتبها نفسها. Farmers are using insects and other animals that prey on crop pests. They are a safe, effective, and less expensive alternative to synthetic chemicals. Many medical substances are extracted from some species and used in drugs to treat heart diseases, cancer, and many other illnesses. Many individual species are indicators of environmental quality. They can alert us to the effects of pollutants before more damage is done. Observing different species gives a man useful information that can be used in different fields such as aviation, shipmaking, etc. Many species benefit the ecosystem as they filter the air and water, regulate climates, increase soil fertility, خصوبة التربة, and maintain the biological diversity. Some species are providers for products and services essential to human welfare. The disappearance of one species will affect countless others. So far, scientists have found out only a small number of the world's species and have been rescued. That's all. I hope you will be the solution. To be the solution, you have to reduce pollution. Go green. I'm waiting for your open letter. You can send you can send these open letters to the channels. I give you the chance and the opportunity to share your ideas in front of the class, and we can present it on the next periods after Eid vacation. I hope you enjoyed watching this lesson. Until we meet again, goodbye and good luck. Eid Mubarak.